Hello. Happy Friday night. Happy weekend. Thanks for hopping on. If you're here, say hello. Hi, Karen. From Macon, Georgia. You're in Georgia? Didn't you move? Let's see. Hi, Kathleen. Hello. I don't know that I recognize your name, but thank you for joining. I'm glad you're here. However you found me. Hi, Lois. And congratulations on all your SU achievements. Yep. Thank you so much. I couldn't, it was my sales achievement for 2019-2020. And of course, you guys are the ones who buy from me and my local customers. So thank you so much for helping me achieve that goal. Well, that achievement, yes, and it was a goal too. It is a goal to always achieve Stampin' Up! Achievements. So thank you so much. You found me a few weeks ago. I'm glad you did, Kathleen. Thank you so much. Oh, you're on your way. Oh, thanks for stopping by then, Karen. Are you en route driving and watching me on your phone? Hi, Jean. Okay, we have a few people on. I'm going to pay attention to the comments if I turn my head, but sometimes we get busy working here. As you can see, I'm working with the beautiful, something I don't use very often, Peony Garden Designer Series paper. And this ribbon I've been wanting to use for so long. And of course my favorite, polka dot tulle, which I use all of the time. We're using the Scripty folder. We're using the Well Said stamp set and dies. And then I'm going to show you some of the dies we're using tonight. So this has been a favorite of mine lately, right? From Forever Flourishing. This particular leaf die we'll be using. And then from the Detailed Bands collection, it's hard to see in here. There's so many. I'm using this large one, this large detailed band. This is something I don't use very often, so I'm glad to use it. And then from the always used rectangle stitched dies, I'm using this tiny die. And then I'm using the word Wishes from the Well Written stamp set. Actually, that one is already, I think I have that dyed already from an extra this afternoon, so I won't be die cutting that one. Yes, thank you, Tammy, for sharing, and Patty for sharing. Big capital letters. Nora, thank you for sharing. I so appreciate that. That really helps me reach more people and to continue to build our group page here that I love. I love this page. Oh, did I share it? Let's see. I don't think I shared to my business page, which is what I need to do right now. So just give me 1 second to just share this and we'll get going. Okay, I am shared. Alrighty. Okay, so then we're also using the Elegant Faceted Gems, and these are just my favorite. And okay, here's all our papers. My papers are cut. Now, I did say, if you were with me last night, I said that I would have the project I created last night on my blog today, but it was a busy day. I was watching on stage and I was cleaning my house while I was doing that. So it was a busy day. In fact, I just got out of the shower after cleaning my house all day. My husband's like, you better hurry up. You got a live at 7 o'clock. So I got myself down here about 2 minutes prior to coming live. But it was a really very productive day, being able to watch on stage, which was fantastic. It was really, really good. And to be able to clean my house at the same time. So it was because I had my laptop and I just brought my laptop everywhere, every room that I went to. But anyway, for those of you that are new here, my name is Antoinette Bay. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lynbrook, New York. And I'm glad you're joining me today. So today we're using the Peony Garden. Oh, I love this marble paper too. it's just grays and peaches. So that would be petal pink and basic gray and slate gray, or what is it called? Slate. I forget what it's called. Smoky slate. Smoky slate. So that's what's in here. We'll put that aside and we'll get started. But before we do any of the putting together, I'm going to bring over my Cutie, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and we're going to get these pieces dyed and one piece embossed. Okay, so here we go. So it's the base, number 1, and then number 2, and then number 3 is the first plate. And then it is, I'm taking a piece of vellum and this leaf die, and then it is the next plate. And we'll get that going, and then we'll take them all out at the same time. Okay. Okay. So I'll take that out, and we'll peel that out later. And then we're going to take the detailed die and a piece of Whisper White along with this rectangle. And we're going to, whoops, that's too far in. Roll this through as well. Right, let me get a better grip on that. Okay. Now, one other thing we're going to do, I already have the word wishes, so I'm going to take this out of here, and then I'm going to take your pick tool, the brush side. I'm going to brush all of those little pieces out, and that loosens it up as well, so I can peel this out pretty easily. And then I'm going to just start peeling this up. Oop, it's okay that that broke because we don't need those little tabs at the end. And just what I should have done when you're using delicate dies is use a dryer sheet. But that's pretty darn good if you ask me. I ripped it a little bit, but you won't see that. Okay, so yes, use a dryer sheet. Don't do what I just did. And now we're going to take this piece again, and we're going to change up the plates, and we're just going to use the base, and we're going to use the one for the die, which is number 4. And I'm going to take the Scripty and run that through for a second, and then our die cutting and embossing will be done. So there we go. That goes there. So that's a 3D embossing folder, so we need plate number 4. Shared and hello. Thank you, Carmen. Thank you, Deborah. Oh, gosh. Deborah, you're here. I'm glad you're able to make it tonight. I know you questioned about Thursday nights. That you were, not questioned, but you made a comment that you weren't able to make Thursday nights. Okay, we're done with this machine, I think. Pretty sure I got it all. Now we can start assembly. So first thing I want to do is cut this piece off. And I just want to kind of angle it the way for the shape of the die itself. Okay, so do you see that? It's embossed right in the center, because you will see some of that. Okay. And then I want to take my leaf and do the same thing and just brush it out. Loosen it up. This one comes out pretty easy, even though this is a little bit detailed as well. And I don't need the whole piece. Okay, and so there's my other piece. Hopefully you can see that. right there. We'll clean this up. And then here's my label. And then I'm going to move my dies over. And we'll use this. And that. Okay. I'll clean this up a little bit for a second. Get all these little pieces off of my desk. And we'll get started. Okay. So hi Diana. Hi Patricia. Happy Friday. Thank you for sharing, everybody. I really appreciate that. That is what helps me to get more viewers. Okay, so this is Thick Whisper white cardstock, and as I mentioned earlier, if you were here last night, I did say I would get last night's card up on my blog today, but that didn't happen between on stage and cleaning my house at the same time. I forgot. I honestly forgot. So tonight, after my live, I'll be going upstairs, glass of wine in hand, and I'll be on my laptop writing up my blog post from yesterday. I have my pictures taken, and then tomorrow I'll take my pictures and of the card tonight, and I'll have that on my blog post on Sunday. That way I'm not posting twice in one day. Okay, so I chose to use this piece for this card tonight. I chose a different piece of the petal pink flowers on my sample card, which I'll show you later. So now I'm going to take this piece, and I'm also going to take my glue mat. Oh, I don't need this. I need my adhesive. And we're going to lay this on top of this gray piece about a ½ inch from the top. We want more of the gray on the bottom than I do on the top. Oh, before I do that, almost forgot one other thing. I wanted to stress it a little bit. So you can either use your scissors, or if you have a distressing tool like I do, you can use your distressing tool. So before I actually glue this on, I want to distress the edges. Just a little bit. Now, if you don't have this, the other option is to take your scissors and just apply it to the edge. So you don't need a fancy tool for everything. They're just helpful at times. Okay, so now I can put it on top of here, about ½ inch from the top, as I mentioned. I want to go this way. Okay. All right. And before I do anything else, I'm going to also distress the edges of the basic gray piece as well. Okay, I have to, turning my other phone, I have my other phone on my cradle here. I have one phone, the other phone is my work phone, but I see messages coming across talking about on stage today, and I was getting distracted, so I just turned my phone around and I'll see them later. I want to give you my full attention. Okay, so now this whole piece can be adhered to the base. Now, where's my adhesive? Once again, did I lose it? Here it is. It's underneath my silicone mat. Isn't this beautiful too, this side? It's so pretty. Okay, so this is going to go like this. I'm actually, now it doesn't, it's about 1/8 of an inch from the top and the bottom that you'll see of the white. Okay, just like that. So a little bit and a little bit. And now I'm going to trim down this side because, oops, okay. because I see a little bit of the designer series paper overlapping, and I don't like that, and also because we're going to fold something over to that side. Okay, so the next part is going to be, so this is nice and slim. This is going to go right on top of here, like that. However, I want to use, instead of cutting off this pretty lace, I kind of want to accent it on the inside. And that's just to happen to be a fluke thing that I did when I created this card. It was totally by accident. So I'm taking some glue, some liquid glue, and my sponge that I use when I'm doing things like this. And I'm sponging it around all these little intricate pieces, and even in the center. Now you do want to be careful not to get it all over your hands too, so it's not really all over my hands, which is good. Okay, now I'm going to place it right about here. Okay. So I just fixed that little boo-boo with the little cut that was there. And now I'm going to fold this in so we get just a hint of that pretty lace. Why let it go to waste, right? We get just a hint of that pretty lace right on the inside of the card. It's a nice little accent. We're still going to decorate. We're going to decorate the inside, but that just adds a little something something, right? All right, so there we have that. Next step is going to be to take this little tab, this rectangular tab, and as I mentioned earlier, oh, actually, wait, before we do that, let's do the inside while we're at it. Let's get that done. So I have a piece of petal pink as the base of the inside. It'll go right up against the white. And then I have a piece of the basic gray. Oh, I have a different piece. I like that though. I have a different piece for the inside, which is, this is the piece that I actually used on the sample. And on this one, I have this one, but this looks nice. I like the contrast of it. So we'll use both. So let me get my pad once again. My silicone mat, I should say. And we'll put that right down here, and I'm letting a little bit of white on the bottom peek through. And then we'll get the petal pink pattern. Oh, I don't want it that high. I only want a little bit of the gray showing. Okay, and now we'll trim that down as well. There goes all my paper. I need to clean off my blade. It's getting a little sticky. Things are sticking to it. Okay. All right, and before we do anything else, I'm going to put some linen thread around this. Now I only did it once on my sample, but I think for you, whoever wins this card is gonna have, I'm gonna go around twice. I think that'll be nice, yeah. Go around twice. Now I'm just gonna take a piece of scotch, actually no, I am gonna put some adhesive down here, it'll stick better, be more secure. And now I'm going to cut that off and then grab a piece of scotch tape to secure it, because I like to make sure things are not going to move. So there we go. And then I will put this right on top of the petal pink piece. And then it will go on the inside. Okay, and then we're going to take some more linen thread, and I want to make sure I have enough, because otherwise it's hard to tie a bow. We'll tie a bow on the inside and make it very pretty. Wish we still had the white linen thread. And I'll move that bow over a little bit. Whoops. Just did a little damage there. Nothing that cannot be fixed. All right, I might have to fix that up later. Okay, yep, that's good. And we'll cut that edge. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that up later. It's a little loose now, I pulled too hard. Okay, so there's the inside. Now let's finish the outside. Now we're going to take this and the word, I thought this was would be really pretty to put the word bride on, but being that this card is being going to go to the winner of the comments from last week, I don't know that everybody can use a bridal shower card, so I decided not to. Then I was going to use the word love, and I thought, I don't have another word in the stamp set. I wanted the word with, and I don't see the word with, so I would have used with love, but I don't see it. So I'm going with the word wishes, because we're going to say birthday wishes. Okay, so here's wishes in the basic gray and in petal pink that I die cut previously. So let's get those right on top of here. And we're going to use some liquid glue again. And now I'm going to take the darker word, the darker wishes first. Get some glue back there. And bring this over to the right. Hopefully you can see this. Okay. Now I'm thinking I probably should have used a lighter gray, like the smoky slate, looking at my sample, but I didn't, so we're going to go with this. And now this is going to go right on top like a little bit of a shadow. Very little shadow of the gray. You can see it in some areas more than others. So I want to move that, manipulate it a little bit. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Okay, so there's our word wishes. So now we're going to stamp, take a piece of scrap and stamp the word birthday in basic gray. So let me get that color. I forgot to take that out earlier. And let's stamp that right here. Okay. Okay. We'll put that on the side. And now I'm going to take a long scissor so that way I can do one nice long cut across, kind of close to the words and the word birthday. kind of close. Now I'm going to leave this down here because we're going to need to tuck this under. So I'm leaving a little bit of space on the bottom. And we're not cutting that off. Not just yet. Have to see how much I need. Okay. Okay, I'm not seeing your comments. Okay, there we go. I really like the 2-layer word. Yep, the shadow. Yeah. Diane, you said erg. I don't know what happened. Love the color selection. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's move on. So now this is where we're going to start layering. So here's my leaf, vellum leaf. It's going to go about here. I'm probably going to cut some of this off, which I am going to. Not probably, I am going to. And I'm going to go like that. But before I do that, I want to see the placement. And then this would go here. Actually, the word wishes is going to pop up. So that would be about how it's going to go. Okay, so let's get some dimension behind here with some dimensionals. So tomorrow the plan is to watch on stage again. It's on all day, so it's on until 5:30 Eastern Time. Excuse me, it starts at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, which is, I believe, 9 o'clock Mountain Time, which is Stampin' Up's time. I should be in Utah right now, which is where the event would have been if we weren't prevented by our pandemic, which would have been a lot of fun. I just got a little glue there, so I want to clean it off with my adhesive remover. Okay, so this is going to go about here, and this is going to go about here. I'm just going to put some adhesive right down here, or actually I'm going to put a glue dot right behind this. Just to keep it down. Okay. Okay, and then the word wishes is going to go here. Oh, not too much to the right. And I also think I want to take this little piece that got broken off earlier, and I think I'm going to throw it down here with a glue dot as well, down on the bottom. Because otherwise the bottom's going to be pretty plain. Oh, I just broke it. Let's try that again. Yeah, throw a little bit. Do I have another piece somewhere? Do I have extra? I think I have extra. Hold on. Let's see. Yes, I do. See, I have all my pieces that I've die cut before saved. I didn't even realize that before. I just thought I'd check, and there, voila. Okay, so let's put another piece down there below. Yeah, I'll put another one. Okay, lift this very easily. I hate when I do this. I decide after the fact, but it's not going to hurt anything. Okay, so now we have some other pieces there. I'm going to cut this piece. You don't see it, but I see it, so it bothers me, so I have to cut it. Okay. And then this piece is going to go down here. Okay. So I'm going to put some glue behind here. You know what? I'm going to wait on that piece. I want to do the ribbon. Let's do the ribbon first. This is going to go underneath here, but I have my adhesive, my dimensional, so I'm going to have to lift that again. So before I do that, I want to make sure my ribbon is going to lay the way I want it to lay. So let's get this And I'm going to tie a bow so I could see how much I need, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it. So I need about this much. So anyway, today was on stage and it was really fantastic. I don't know if I told you, but Pat Benatar and her husband were performing last night live from their home, which was really great. I mean, she sounded great. I didn't know what to expect when I heard it was going to be Pat Benatar. I haven't seen her in a long time perform or anything like that, so I didn't know what to expect. But they were fantastic, really, really fantastic. I had a great time listening to them. And then I had a great time. I'm telling you, Stampin' Up! Does a great job of putting on a show and also taking care of us, making sure we're spoiled in lots of different ways. So it was really nice. Did you see what I did here? So I folded it. This is the length that I want for my bow, but I folded it once, and now I'm folding it again because I'm going to cut straight up and cut this in half. Like that. Okay? I'm not going to fray it or anything. If it frays on its own, but I'm not fraying it. And then I'm going to take another piece of my favorite polka dot tulle, and that is about the same length. It's going to put one of these petal pink pieces on one side of the tulle and one on the other, and hope for the best here. This is not how I did it on my sample, but I'm going to do it like this today and see how it goes. My sample, I just tied the bow with the tulle and then tied the bow with, and I wonder if I did that because this was being stubborn. Oh, it worked. We're good. Okay. Everything's good. So now we just manipulate the ribbons a little bit and we'll get it on our card. So I want a little bit of the petal pink ribbon showing on top and bottom. Just like that. And then we'll cut it wherever we need to cut. Okay? So let me pull that nice and tight. And shorten it up on each side. And then we're going to take some linen thread again. Okay. This one's giving me a hard time on the right side. Okay. Actually, I don't think I like that. I don't think I like the way it looks. I'm going to do it over again. Okay, we're doing this first. We're doing the tulle first. At first it looked like it was going to look nice, and then I decided it didn't look nice. So we'll do the tulle first. As much as I love this tulle, it is sometimes stubborn too and hard to manipulate. Okay, so I've got the tulle first. Now we'll do these. And it's got that nice shabby chic look about it with a little bit of fraying going on. I like that. And that will go like that. Now we're going to take some linen thread. Now we're ready for that. I'm getting better with my ribbons. Thank you. I appreciate that. They're stubborn sometimes. Now, let's not say that too soon, because now I got to get the linen thread around here. Did it nice and long, so got to concentrate on my thread. Now I'm going to tie a knot. I don't want it to move. This is going to look really pretty on the card. Look pretty on my sample. And there we have it. Okay, it's nice and curly. We'll get it on the card before we start playing around too much. Okay. Okay, so my ribbon's going to sit right about there. And this is why I needed to get the ribbon done, because I needed to determine where that birthday is going to sit for sure. And it is going to sit right about there. So I'm going to get some adhesive on the back of that, and it's just going to lie flat. Whoop, I forgot my mat. That's why I always use a mat, because now there is glue on there, and I don't want there to be glue on there. Okay, I'll lift this for a second. This shouldn't have been done before I actually put the dimensionals down. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to get glue dots, and we're going to put our ribbon down. This shabby chic ribbon, as I like to call it. And we're going to play with that. So now we could play and cut. That's that side. And now we will play with this side and clean it up. And now we don't need such a long linen thread. So we'll cut some of that down. And then I'm going to get the, should I do, let's see, I want to get the little dot on top of the, no, I think I'm going to do gray. Let's do the black, actually gray or black. Ooh, a little too thick. Ah, I might have to fix that up too. That went on strong. Other than that little mistake now, I don't like that. I'm going to fix that so that whoever gets this, and for my blog pictures, it gets fixed properly. I didn't realize it was going to come out so heavy. So just pretend that little dot is not there. That looks silly. Okay, let's get some of the gems. See what happens? Real life, real camera, real on a live. No going back. So off camera, I'm gonna fix that. So let's get these. I need my tweezers. I love these gems. I don't know if there's any glue behind here. Oh yeah, nope. I don't know where the glue is behind that one. Let's go here. And one down there. Maybe a little higher on that. Okay, so other than that little dot that came out messed up, I'm going to fix that. So that way the person that wins that, it's pretty much done. Okay, so I'm going to show you the original. Do you like it? This would have been a pretty bride card, right? But like I said, I don't know whoever wins this card is ever going to have use for it. So we stuck with something generic. And there's the inside. And there's that pretty little lace flap over. Isn't that different? Oh, put a gem on it. Good idea, Deborah. Oh, thanks for sharing, Connie and Colleen. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to fix it up because I don't know how much of a gem. That gem is too big. I don't want to put a rhinestone either, but that's a good idea, Deborah. But we'll fix that up. Do you like it? I hope you like it. Put a tiny gem for the eye. Yeah, well, everybody's agreeing with that. I have 3. You're supposed to have uneven numbers when it comes to gems and embellishments, things like that. So if I put another one on there, I don't want it to be imbalanced. I'm afraid to put a rhinestone on there, and I don't have any tiny ones like these peach ones. They're not tiny. So I'm going to fix it up. So let me show you the original. And it uses the other designer series paper. Did I fix the inside up? Yes. See? So here I put the birthday on top. So it uses the other one. I actually think I like this one better than this one. So whoever wins it, you know what? Guess what? I'm going to let you decide which one you like better. This one on the left or this one on the right. You guys could give me your opinion now. I just thought I'd try something different tonight on the card that we created for the front. But otherwise, it's pretty much the same. Love it. So beautiful. Love it. So I'm going to wait a couple of seconds because there's a little bit of a delay. So you guys tell me which one you like better. And then the winner of the card will decide which one they want. The sample, which is just as... Oh, see the lace there too? Same. Okay, so this idea came from one of my favorite artists and designers. Her name is Tammy Wilson, and if you're a demonstrator, you can see her all over Demonstrator Planning Place. If you're not, I've shared many cards that I've cased, which means copy and selectively edit, which is what I do when I see something I love. I recreate it and I edit it. So that's what I did. So Tammy's card uses the same color scheme but different papers. She used papers from last year. Hers was, mine are vertical, hers was landscape. She used a different lace, something else, something from the Ornate Garden, a square or rectangle shape. And I don't recall what else is different. I don't think she used the gems, and she certainly didn't do the inside the way I did because she doesn't usually show the inside of her cards. So that's where this came from. But let me show you 2 others, and I was tempted to do this one tonight, but I didn't. I stuck with this, and one of the reasons I didn't want to do this one is because it's so close. This whole idea right here is a totally Tammy Wilson idea with the ribbon where she cut it in half, and she used this exact ribbon, that's for sure. So I took it, I'm going to move these up, and I'm going to show you the other 2 that I did with this same idea. So the first one I started with was this one for like a, you know how people have birthdays around Christmas time? So I thought I'd use that beautiful paper that we have and create something like this. And here I just stamped the word happy birthday. You like the more intense color on the second, but love the longer linen on the original. Longer linen. Okay, linen thread. Oh, okay. Well, that could always be changed too. The right one. Karen says the right one. Both are pretty. Like the more pink DSP on tonight's card. Okay. Carmen likes both. Those are the only comments I could see right now. So here is this idea. So this is using the Very Vanilla, and it's a Christmassy, and I colored the crinkle ribbon in a mossy, the light mossy, and I have a different ribbon on the bottom, but otherwise pretty much the same. So that could be a nice birthday card for somebody who has a birthday around Christmas. And then I was going to do this one tonight, but I opted to go with my original plan. So I used the Jar of Flowers DSP and these other frosted gems, I used a little bit more of the Forever Fern dies. And I cut the cotton white ribbon that we have instead of tulle. And I have this beautiful bumblebee gingham ribbon. So my upline is Erica, and she sent a package to all of her downline that were attending on stage, and I received mine today. So I did have this ribbon, but so I didn't have to open the pack that she sent me. However, it made me think when I opened the package, let's use this ribbon on this card. So that was another. So now this is vertical and this is horizontal, right? So there I did the screw up with the little dot too. I have to fix those up, and another gem down here. So anyway, you like the Christmas paper one? Very pretty. Oh, I was thinking I was going to do that tonight, but take a picture. Here you go. Take a picture. You could try and recreate it if you have some of the supplies, and this one too. They're right there in camera. I'm going to bring this down a little bit so you could see all four of them. So you see where you take, these are not exactly like Tammy. The idea came from her. I didn't use the papers. I didn't use the dies. This is the same, the word wishes, only because that's all that I could fit on this. So you have to change it up where you can. So there you have it. So now that lace is on here, which is really pretty because it's the white on top of the very vanilla, right? And I think I did it here too. And then look at how pretty the inside of that is as well, right? So not only do we dress up our envelopes when we can, we dress up the inside too, because you want that person receiving this card to be just totally like, oh, take their breath away, right? That's how I like to deliver cards or send cards. I like that person to be just have their breath taken away when they hold it in their hands. Anyway, let's see. Last night's card. If you joined me a little late, what was I going to say? I just lost my train of thought. Oh, I mentioned that I was going to get my blog post up today, and because of on stage and cleaning my house at the same time, I forgot all about it. So I'm going to go upstairs after this live, pour myself a glass of wine. I have my pictures, so I'm going to crop and edit them and watermark them. I'll get my blog post up for last night's card up tonight, and then tomorrow I'm going to work on this card. I'll put all four of them up. I think that would be fun, right? Just so people can see the variations. Okay, let's get moving, and I'm going to pull out the shares for last night. Okay, I'll move these over. So I'm leaving them both here, so that way, that's going to be for the comments. So let's get the comments over here. And this is the one, if you weren't here with me last night, this is last night's card, and I did finish the inside. Okay, so this one is for the shares. We have all the little pieces, the punched out leaves and acorn. Okay, so this one is going to be for the shares. Stacy Bianchi. Is Stacy here tonight? She's here like all the time, but I don't know if I saw your name come up, Stacy. You won for the shares. Congratulations. Thank you for always sharing my videos. I really appreciate that. My lives. It just helps me so much to get additional viewers. Okay, and now for the comments. I think I need to get a new comment box because the comments are getting to be quite a lot. Now remember, whoever wins from the comments is going to win. Whoever wins from the comment is going to choose. Whoops, I'm sorry. All of those fell out. Let's see who the lucky winner is. Is going to be able to choose the one on the left or the right. So let's see. Trisha Greco. Trisha, you won. Congratulations. Thank you for always commenting on my lives. Trisha, you're going to decide which one you want. I don't know. Are you here tonight? Doesn't matter, because both Trisha and Stacy, if you're not here tonight, I'm going to post the winners and you will know that you won. And Trisha, you're going to have to decide which one you want. And Stacy, this one's yours. So congratulations, ladies. And that's it for me tonight. Okay, and I will be back here on Thursday of next week, which is the 12th. I'll be here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And my newsletter goes out on Sunday. I'm working on my November Papillion project packs. Those will go out on the 16th. The videos will be done, the mailing will go out, and the PDF project sheet will be done. So that's what I'm working on right now. What else do I have coming up? Oh, I did want to mention that I found in my digging out a bunch of Christmas paper. I'll actually show you guys. Let's see. I have even some old Halloween paper here too. So I was thinking some Halloween and some, it's too late for these. But I found all this old Christmas paper. I have a ton of it. So what I was thinking is creating an 8-card pack that you would create on your own, and the only thing you'd have to do is slap a sentiment on it. Any die cutting would be done. And this would not be a, what I was thinking is making 4 designs, 8 cards, 4 designs, so it would be 2 of each design. So these are the fronts. Let me reverse these now. And if you wanted to participate, it would be a flat, let me get these out of here. Those are way old. These are from last year and the year before. It'd be a flat, look at how beautiful. It would just help me to get rid of a lot of paper, being that this is just so new and beautiful. So I was just thinking I would create an 8-card kit and maybe even a 3D item and sell the kit rather than, you know, for $25. That would include shipping and PayPal fee. You'd have to PayPal me. I was thinking that. So let me know your thoughts if you like that idea. So it would be 8 cards, 4 designs. Oops, I'm sorry, 2 of each. You'd get everything. They'd be fairly on the simple side, and all you would have to do is throw a holiday Christmas stamp on it. So I'll put those details in my, maybe I'll get them done tomorrow while I'm attending on stage virtually. Maybe I'll get some designs done tomorrow and put this in my newsletter on Sunday if anybody's interested. Okay? Anyway, thank you all for joining. Glad you were here with me tonight, and I'll see you again Thursday the 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.